Hello, I'm Agathis, and I'm online playing Sunless Skies, or at least trying it out. When we last left off, we had arrived at Leadbeater and Stainrod's Nature Reserve. We've just lost a huge chunk of our hull from a train that we almost collided into, or we did collide into. We're now at 10 of 30. We are desperately short of supplies. We've only got 1 barrel of fuel left and not much else to do. So this could be our last episode. Let's see what the Stainrod and Leadbeater Nature Reserve has for us. We can gather a port report. The reserve is a point of pride for the Empire. That's easy. It is a national park, maintained at great expense by the company. Scores of researchers come here to study the nature of the Reach. Many visitors come here too for a pleasant holiday. We've done this before. It didn't really get us anything. So let's see what else we have. We had the capabilities cabins. What was that? Yes, I think I have something for the phlegmatic researcher. Let's see. You have found what is required to fulfill one of the phlegmatic researcher's requests. Yes. A sample of high-brass pus. It may take time for your hull to quit stinking, but at least now you can set the crew cleaning. You are thanked for your efforts and asked to wait while the company sorts out your rewards. It might be a couple of days. Soon the phlegmatic researcher summons you to collect your reward. He hardly waves his cane. He hardly waves his cane in greeting when you enter. Awful stuff, he frowns. No redeeming virtues, foul to every sense, and I include the moral one here. Never eat of high brass. Promise me you never, ever will. So we lost a field sample. We lost 15 progress in the phlegmatic researcher's studies. New total 212. But gained 15 sovereigns. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. Okay. We gained 15 sovereigns, whatever. Carista B, we've still never seen one. Ants from Homestead, still never seen that. High brass pus, yeah, we've done that one. A sample of ice from Old Tom's Well. Is that the big mountain? I didn't see any options for that, but okay. That's it. That's all we can do. We've looked at this before. Yeah, okay. Ice from Old Tom's Well. What was this? Okay, that doesn't help. From whence does it come? What call has the ice to freeze in a place otherwise so warm? Okay. Well, that was it, really. That's all we had to do here. This is the same. We've had this before. We might be able to afford 1 supplies, maybe? No. Hey, Carista Nectar, did that sell for 60 back at Titania? I'll have to check on that. Oh, no, we can buy it here. Oh, well, okay. We've got 1. Can we sell it? No, nobody wants this. We could buy 1 supplies. Yeah. But that's all we can buy. Where could we go from here? We could go to the circus. Straight south, yeah. I thought there was something round here, but maybe not. Well, there's nothing more for us here. Let's go. Let's see if we can turn around here and go the other way without encountering that ship again. Onwards! That ship tore us a new one. That ship really killed us. Are we on track? It's straight south. It's straight south to the circus. Maybe finally we'll get some reward for doing one or two of these tasks. If nothing else, we'll try and find someone to sell that honey. Now we're going to lose a bunch of terror in a minute because we're going to run low on supplies. But okay, if that means the end of the adventure, then that means that's it. We gave it a go. Not much hull. Still got 9 crew. It's not bad. Getting darker in this part of the reach. I would send out the sea bat, but or the scouting bat thing, but that uses supplies and we can't spare them, to be quite honest. We need every scrap of supplies that we have, otherwise we're just going to die. And we might just die after the circus unless somebody gives us more fuel and supplies for free, or a lot more gold. A lot more. Yep, this is looking good. I do like the steam effect in this game, though. I like the the steam effect just generally. Just the curving of steam, one from the front funnel, one from the rear funnel. I think it's really nice. Some effort has been spared, has been taken there, and I appreciate it. Also, blah blah blah, break the news, failure, yeah, 10 terror, whatever. You can probably tell I don't particularly care for that mechanic, to be honest. I don't find that aspect of the game fun. Other bits, sure. But managing fuel supplies, that is not fun in this game context. Finally, right. Gervais's Rest. We've been here before. Return the humiliated magician's box and what might be his cat. Monsieur Francois has been, all things considered, a very well-behaved passenger. The humiliated magician's eyes widen as he sees Monsieur Francois in your arms. He takes the cat with trembling hands, who purrs briefly before jumping from the magician to investigate the cupboards in the caravan. I never expected to see him again, the magician says quietly. Didn't have the space for him when I left. Thank you. He turns his attention to the suitcase. Inside are faded posters, playbills and photographs. This is Marzipan and I. The magician holds up a photograph of 2 young gentlemen in coat and tails. When we were apprenticed under Monsieur Pleats, this is before Hallow arrived and ruined. He shakes his head. At last, he unearths a small vial of amber liquid. Let's find out. He offers you a vial of honey. Well, what now? Let's talk to him again. That's it? We've seen that before. Take the vial. Oh, okay. The humiliated magician will hold it out to you. Why couldn't that have just been a continuation of the last bit of story? Anyway. The glass is crystal, the colour deep and resinous. It catches the candlelight as you turn it, gleaming golden in your hands. Prisoner's honey, the humiliated magician whispers. My last batch, from old London. Marzipan and I used to dream together all the time. This was before Hallow, of course, with her confounded glass. He sighs despondently. No, I have wasted enough breath on that one. He closes your fingers around the vial. Take a few sips of this next time you're on Highbrass. Find somewhere comfortable to sleep. You'll see your colonists again. I'd bet my hat on it. That's it. The humiliated magician suggests that you return to Highbrass and drink the prisoner's honey there. Okay. And that's all we can do. Well, I guess we can, well, what can we do? We can go back to New Winchester and give in the port reports that we do have. That would do. That should be 3. That would give us a little bit more gold. There's no port reports to be gained here, I don't believe. No, we've done that. Okay then. Reverse engines. Wards on. And away. Ow, balls. That was looking so good as well. Okay, a little bit more force. Get back to New Winchester, hand in the port reports, get a little bit more fuel and supplies, and we might make it to Highbrass. Maybe that will complete this quest and get us somewhere. Maybe. But look at this. No more fuel and no more supplies, and we've been just running around this place. But I get that the game is still in early access, it's still being built on, it's still being developed, but they haven't exactly made it easy for people. Definitely worth a go. There's a huge amount of potential here, and if it's anywhere close to Sunless Skies, Sunless Seas, it'll be really good. So, worth keeping an eye on. Maybe it'll be in the Black Friday sales, or the Christmas sales, or New Year's sales, or whatever. Worth watching. Oh, whoa! We're past it. Oh dear. What the hell? Where'd it go? Hello? Discontent. A pistol has vanished from the armory. Knives are disappearing. The signs of mutiny. Conduct an investigation, 44%, or conduct a lottery, and have the winners birch the losers. This should undermine mutinous alliances. Sure, investigate, 44%. Failure. We've gained 10 terror and lost 2 crew. From what little testimony you can coax from the crew and the meagre scrapes of circumstantial evidence you're able to uncover, the most likely suspects are a gunner and a stoker. They protest their innocence during the trial. They are still protesting as they are cast through the exterior doors and lost to the skies. Bloody hell. Okay. So I'm lost now. I don't know what to do. We're supposed to be here, and yet we're not. We should be going to somewhere like Magdalene's to try to get rid of this affliction, but I'm not sure where we are. Can we not see things when we're raving mad? I think our adventure ends here, folks. We can head south, I guess, but... Ooh, is this it? Hodge's Crucible. Yep, that's where it's supposed to be. And that's it. We're going to run out of fuel, and run out of supplies, and that is it. Sideways, turn. Well, starvation. The crew are starving. Hollow faces and wide wolfish eyes. How the cold bites at your narrowed bodies. It's hard as diamond and sharp as a tooth. How can you stop this damned shivering? Work alongside the crew. Can toil warm you? Can companionship? 45% chance of success. Failure. We've gained 10 terror. New total 95. Here, working beside them, you can see their hands shake. They don't speak. Someone in an adjacent compartment is weeping. 10 terror. New total 95. And, that's it, I guess. Does it just end? Is this it? There's 98, 99. The mustached corpse pours you a brandy. He's worried about you. Command is a burden and takes a toll. Set it aside for a while. He will watch the ship. Outside, where the suns are bright and the wind is wild. Yeah, I don't really have much to do. We've run out of fuel. I'll step outside. You hold down the fort here. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going outside. I may be some time. You don your hat, your coat. Your dead friend kindly lends you his scarf. He tries to say farewell at the exterior hatch. His voice is hoarse, and he cannot complete the sentiment. He breaks off, standing silent and awkward. You open the door and step outside. Your captain has met their end. So, what is this? Not all is lost. They managed to reclaim the locomotive. The Byzantium spatchcock reclaimed locomotive. Though most fixtures were reclaimed, the Cotterell and Heathersage emanation was unfortunately lost. That was our shotgun kind of weapon. Convention did not dictate your predecessor's life. Their fellow Bohemians collaborated to provide this gift in their memory. Don't know what that means. An honest gift or stolen goods. Your predecessor's villainous affiliations have profited you well. The bank, after funeral expenses, passed on what was left from their estate. Though possibly inaccurate, a copy of your predecessor's chart was discovered. When all this is done, you will be a wiser person than the previous captain started out as. So, a moment of inspiration, a tale of terror, 11 coins, a partial chart, and we will start at level 4 in our next adventure. Okay then. Well, that's good to know. Create a new captain. We've been an academic, a student of the sciences, the arts, of philosophy. Maybe we'll be a poet. Maybe we'll write a poem about the last captain. You will begin with high hearts, the skin of convincing and enduring. Poetry was popular in old London. Some poets sought fame, others art. Some simply enjoyed bohemian company. 3 preeminent artistic movements have come to prominence. Which are your works most associated with? The Celestials. In old London they wrote nostalgically of the surface and the sun. Now they write of the stars and the treasures of heaven. That gives me mirrors, the skill of investigating and deducing. The Nocturnals, a radical outlawed school that delights in the freedom found in the dark. Or the Sovereign School, a new tradition born in the Empress Court. Their works are patriotic, bombastic, and occupied with the iconography of time, clocks and seasons and sand and so forth. I think we'll go with the Celestials. Let's try and be optimistic and hopeful about this. What does winning mean to you? Well, it means wealth, same as everyone else. My name would be Agathias the Second, and I will be citizen. Yes, maybe a diving helmet would be appropriate. Sure. And that's it. When we start the game, Hello? I can't see anything. Nope. Well, that sucks balls. Okay, well, that's it. Maybe the game is a bit buggy. Anyway, our captain died, so what can you do? So, I've enjoyed the Let's Try. We've spent a couple of weeks on this. It's been interesting. There's a lot of potential in this game. Hope the devs spend some more time on it. I think they have some forums. There's also a Reddit group as well. So if you're interested in the game, check it out there, I guess. Other than that, I've enjoyed my adventures in space. Time to move on to something else. If you liked the video and the series, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I am Agathis. I'm going offline, and I'll see you next time in space.